Championships help your legacy in basketball, but it does not define your legacy when it comes down to a team sport. Because
wait, championships don't define your legacy? Huh? You know how many Hall of Famers that done played great their whole career but just haven't won a championship, bro? And we know we take account of that when it comes to all-time rankings, bro. Like the Charles Barkleys, the Allen Iversons, bro. If they had one championship at least, bro, they would be ranked higher on the all-time list, bro. Championships do play a part when it comes to your legacy, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, what is he talking about? YouTube going on, man. It's your boy Groovy tapping in with y'all boys, and welcome back to another vid. Kendrick Perkins get cooked in LeBron versus Jordan debate. Hey, man, Kendrick Perkins, man. How y'all feel about Kendrick Perkins, man? Let me know in the comments down below, man. Do y'all think he's a good sports analyst? Solid career as an NBA player. But some of the takes he be saying on ESPN, First Take and all that, man, it be seeming like Kendrick Perkins off that white. Kendrick Perkins remind me of that uncle at the cookout. You know what I'm saying? Open toe sandals. You know what I'm saying? He at the grill. He flipping the burgers. He making sure that the hot dogs grilling right. He just one of those old heads that just be talking out the side of his neck, man. Sometimes he be talking crazy. It just be sounding like he don't know what the hell he talking about. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I be wondering how in the hell did he get this job? Some of the things he be saying on live television, I be like, bro, what the hell? I could go up there and debate better than he can. In this video, he talking about the GOAT debate, LeBron versus Michael Jordan, man. Let's see what Kendrick Perkins got to say right here, man. Shout out to Uncut Hoops on the video. Before we get into it, man, like the video, man. Comment down below any videos y'all want me to check out next. And last but not least, subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. Y'all see we got the lights on today, man. That's how I'm feeling, man. Let's get into it.
The biggest debate for NBA fans over the past decade has been Jordan versus LeBron. And virtually everyone, players, coaches, and fans, have given their take and opinion on the two players. And one guy who's always in LeBron James' corner is indeed Kendrick Perkins. And today, once again, we're going to listen to Big Perk give his opinion on Jordan versus LeBron and debunk
Let's see
all
what
of his
Kendrick
points.
Perkins got to say, man.
when it comes down to the GOAT conversation, and no disrespect to MJ, because I got J's on my feet right now. But come on now, this conversation is dead. It's LeBron
It's
James.
dead?
And we already know. I'm not even about to get into the history, and when we get to talking about pressure, and no other athlete in history of sports has had the pressure of LeBron James and lived up to it. We're not going to even dive into that. See, what happened, Christine, is this. I've been working on my vocabulary this year. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to enhance, you know what I'm saying, working on my craft a little bit. And I came up with a word, synonymous. You know what that means?
Synonymous.
Meaning one and the same. That's what the NBA and LeBron James is. One and the same. LeBron James is the NBA, and the NBA is LeBron James. And it's point blank period. There's no other way around it.
So stopping
LeBron
Perkins right
James
there
is the
already,
NBA?
he is stumbling out of the starting gate. As his first mistake was admitting live on TV he is wearing Air Jordan shoes, then proceeding to say LeBron James is the face of the NBA and synonymous with the league. Now, don't get me wrong, LeBron James, he's done wonders for the NBA and had a huge impact in growing the game.
Definitely, I
But
agree.
in terms of marketability, popularity, and the growth of basketball, Michael Jordan was leaps and bounds better. As back in the 90s,
Michael Jordan popularized the game of basketball. He made it more popular, bro. What are we talking about here? Even his shoes to this day do way better than LeBron's shoes. I don't see no young nigga out here rocking LeBron's, bro. Just casually rocking LeBron. I don't see that, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? I got a few J's in the closet. You know, I can hoop in them. You know what I'm saying? Or I can just rock them casually. You know what I'm saying, man? But the impact Michael Jordan had on the game of basketball, no one will ever meet that status, bro. What? Michael Jordan was global. You feel what I'm saying, man? But LBJ definitely did his thing. I'll probably say he's second all time as far as influential to the game of basketball. You got to put LeBron at 2. But Michael Jordan, though, the Jordan logo? Like, what are we talking about here? Like, what? He got songs after him. If I could be like Mike. Like, come on, gang. He got commercials. Like, all type of stuff, bro. What are we talking about?
he was the first global NBA superstar who was marketed worldwide. Whether it be with Gatorade, Old Spice, Hanes,
he got hella
Space Jam the
commercials.
movie, The Good One,
Space Jam.
or even Nike. And looking at the Jordan era in the 90s, the NBA at that point was the peak of its popularity, and everyone wanted to be like Mike. And looking at 92, the Dream Team was Jordan. And if you want to talk tangible impact, something you can measure, look at the NBA Finals and how impactful Jordan was to the ratings. As in NBA history, 5 of the 6 highest rated finals came from Michael Jordan and his Bulls. Also important to note, in 98, he had the most watched game in NBA history, and 93, the second most watched game of all time.
Damn, that's an interesting fact right there, bro. 35 million people watched that game? Game 6, 1998? Damn. That's a lot of people, bro. And then at 2016, Golden State LeBron, 35 million people was tuned in. Game 6, 1998, Michael Jordan, last shot, bro. This statistic alone just shows you how popular Michael Jordan is. Like, what are we talking about, bro? And that's a Game 6 game. You feel me?
Compared to LeBron James, who is responsible for the 3 least watched games in finals history. And looking for an entire series, LeBron once again is in the bottom 3 twice. And going full circle with this point, Kendrick Perkins is wearing Air Jordan shoes in 2023. Once again, showing Jordan had a way bigger impact on the game, the culture, popularity, and marketability than someone like LeBron.
Dog, you got people getting their lives ended over his shoes. You got people camping out of malls over his shoes. You got people buying his shoes and reselling them at a crazy price, and people is still trying to get them. You got people collecting his shoes. Like, come on, dog, bro. MJ is just on another planet when it comes to who popularized the game of basketball, bro. It's no debate, bro. It's MJ.
As to this day, he outsells LeBron by over $100 million in sneaker sales.
When you talk about accolades, check, check, check. When you talk about longevity, check.
Accolades? Since when? What we talking about? The main accolade is championships, right? MJ got more, though. He got 6 of them tanks. You feel me? 6 in the finals. Like, what are we talking about? LeBron is 4 and 6 in the finals. What are we talking about? 10-time scoring champ. How many LeBron got? 9-time all defense. How many LeBron got? Like, what are we talking about? He ain't even got the accolades.
When you talk about having the greatest career of all time, check. And again, I know Stephen A is going to come up here talking.
LeBron got the greatest career? Y'all think so? Y'all think LeBron James got the greatest career? Longevity, I understand. You know what I'm saying? He going to be on every top 10 list when it come to any category of any stat. I get it, but he had the greatest career? Don't get me wrong. LeBron had a great career. You know what I'm saying? But better than MJ? In the comments down below. LeBron had a better career than MJ?
Talking about he went to 6 finals and won all 6 finals MVP. Good for him.
Now, stopping Perkins right there, he was kind of sneaking away. He did it, but in that clip, he wasn't comparing LeBron versus Jordan. He was comparing LeBron to his own checklist with no context in reference to Jordan.
Oh.
And looking at his worst point, he says LeBron James, quote unquote, has the greatest career of all time.
Hell no.
Objectively speaking, this is 100% not true.
Nah.
What I would say is LeBron James has the best longevity, the best total numbers, and sustained greatness.
Exactly.
And compared to Jordan, LeBron's longevity supersedes him and every player in NBA history. Now, with that point out of the way and the added context, I'm talking about the greatest career, looking at someone like Jordan, what he accomplished at his peak in his...
I was about to say, he had the greatest peak. Jordan had the greatest peak in NBA history.
Greatest career, looking at someone like Jordan, what he accomplished at his peak in his era is simply unmatched.
Facts.
And compared to LeBron James, the overall gap in resume is still gigantic. Trailing Jordan by 2 championships, 2 Finals MVPs, 1 Defensive Player of the Year, 1 MVP, 4 All-Defensive Teams, 9 scoring titles and 3 steals
All
titles.
that over LeBron.
That gap right there in resume, I would
And
describe
LeBron played more
as
years
a
than
Grand
Jordan.
Canyon-sized gap. For comparison,
Damn.
the overall gap in accomplishments between Jordan and LeBron, I would say, is better than Kevin Durant's entire resume.
Damn.
And KD in his own right is no slouch, being a top 15 player
That's crazy.
and a first ballot Hall of Famer. My overall point being, having nice stats, great longevity, on paper looks amazing. But if you want to talk tangible accomplishments, LeBron still is lacking in comparison to Mike.
Yeah.
Kudos to Mike. But again, I keep telling y'all, this is not an individual sport. This is not boxing. This is not golf. This is not tennis. Championships help your legacy in basketball, but it does not define your legacy when it comes down to a team sport. Because
Wait, championships don't define your legacy? Huh?
you could do all you possibly.
You know how many Hall of Famers that done played great their whole career but just haven't won a championship, bro? And we know we take account of that when it comes to all-time rankings, bro. Like the Charles Barkleys, the Allen Iversons, bro. If they had one championship at least, bro, they would be ranked higher on the all-time list, bro. Championships do play a part when it comes to your legacy, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, what is he talking about?
We can, and it's just the others didn't live up to the hype.
This right here from Perkins is an annoying tactic that is downright disingenuous. As looking at championships, the greatest accomplishment you can have, when a player wins that, their legacy undoubtedly takes a gigantic leap.
Yeah.
And for someone like Jordan, if he had 0 rings, he would be nowhere near the greatest player in NBA history. The same goes for Kobe, Kareem,
Yeah.
Larry Bird, Magic, and any player you want to talk about.
Exactly.
And looking past that, when it comes to Perkins, he's a massive hypocrite on this front. As
Hypocrite.
less than a year ago, he claimed Steph Curry getting a championship and a Finals MVP would undoubtedly make him a top 10 player.
Bro, this
in
nigga's a
NBA
hypocrite,
history.
bro.
And right now, if
Oh
he goes
my
on to
God.
win a championship and adds a Finals MVP to his resume, he's going to bump Magic Johnson out and going to be sitting right there with the greats
Caught
on
him.
Mount Rushmore.
Hypocrite.
Isn't it pretty funny how one championship for Steph Curry makes him a top 10 player of all time?
Yeah.
But for Jordan, winning 6 championships, never losing the finals, well, that's just something on the resume. Maybe it matters, maybe it doesn't.
Like,
Who really cares
what?
about that? I hope this right here exposed Perkins as a massive hypocrite with
Yeah,
huge
he's
double
a
standards,
hypocrite, bro.
depending on the player or even the debate.
When it comes down to a team sport, because you could do all you possibly can, and it's just the others didn't live up to the hype. So when it comes down to the GOAT conversation, and we're about a week away, or a little less than a week away than LeBron James being the all-time leading scorer in NBA history, I think this conversation is dead.
He
Now,
crazy,
stopping
bro.
Perkins right there once
He
again,
crazy,
when it comes
bro.
to LeBron James, when he loses, there's always an excuse, a caveat, and even an asterisk. And for a player to debate Jordan versus LeBron, what you have to do is devalue championships so much they really don't even matter.
Nah,
And pointing
bro.
out one of Perkins' main double standards, when it comes to LeBron James making 8 straight finals, that achievement is viewed as an individual accomplishment. But for Jordan, actually winning 6 championships is downplayed and viewed solely as a team accomplishment.
Yeah.
And when it comes to LeBron James fans, blaming teammates is always one of their go-to moves. But for LeBron, in his career, he's had plenty of help, left teams, gone to teams, built big threes, destroyed big threes, and even rebuilt big threes. As in his career, he's had Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Kyrie, Kevin Love, Westbrook, Anthony Davis,
Like, look at this list right here, bro. LeBron, you should have literally a championship for every All-Star you played with, bro. He should have at least 6 of them things. He should be tied with Jordan with all the All-Stars he done played with. Like, look at these Hall of Famers right here, bro. And all you got is 4? That's it? And Jordan got 6 and he only played with 1? One legit sidekick and Scottie Pippen? I don't know, y'all. I don't know, bruh. This debate is not dead, Kendrick Perkins. You feel me, bro? Like, I don't know what the hell he on live TV talking about, bro. As you can see, Uncut Hoops called him out. He a hypocrite. How come when we talking about the GOAT debate and we talking about Jordan, championships don't matter? But then we talk about any other player, they add a championship to their resume. They get ranked higher on the all-time list. It just don't make sense, bro. Kendrick Perkins a hypocrite, man. Don't just be talking out the side of his neck on live TV. You know what I'm saying? Just saying what he want to say, man. And obviously, he's a LeBron fan, LeBron supporter, and he just don't appreciate the greatness with Michael Jordan.
Williams, even Big Z, as all-star teammates, compared to Jordan, whose only all-star teammate ever was Scottie Pippen.
That's crazy.
And unlike LeBron James, he didn't leave Pip to create a big three and a super team. Now, speaking of big threes, when LeBron went to South Beach in his first year, he did something Jordan never did. He lost in the finals, scored 8 points in a game, and averaged 17 for a series. When you see Kendrick Perkins say teammates LeBron James, quote-unquote, didn't do enough, sometimes that is true.
Nah, that's crazy. No. The quote-unquote GOAT in the finals averaged 17 points. Chris Bosh put up more numbers than LeBron did. And look at D-Wade, almost 27 a game, holding his own. Looking for help. Where's LeBron at? That's crazy, dog. 8 points in the finals, LBJ. And you... And they calling you the GOAT, bro. Hell nah, dog.
True. But this series, LeBron James was the sole reason the Heat lost versus the Mavericks.
Yeah.
For Jordan, in any playoff series,
put
the
up
finals
20
or
a
not,
game?
you can never point to him as the reason his team lost. And going one step further, some of LeBron's big-time chokes in 08 versus Boston, the first 6 games of that series, he was absolutely terrible, averaging 24 points, 6 turnovers on 33-21, and 76 splits. In 2010, once again versus Boston, after being up 2-1, LeBron's Cavs lost 3 straight games. In those games, he averaged 21 points, 6 turnovers on 34-15, and 74 splits. Looking at 08, 2010, 2011, in those series, LeBron James was absolutely awful, and his teammates were not the reason they lost those series.
Damn.
And I know one response I'll get is that, well, Jordan, he lost versus the Pistons. He got beat down. Well, that is true. Jordan, 3 straight years, lost to Detroit.
He did.
But in all those series, Jordan was never as bad as LeBron James.
Look at this, bro. Look at the numbers, though. Look at the numbers. LeBron put up 17 in the finals. And look what Michael Jordan put up, bro. Even though it's a losing effort, look at the numbers, though. He went out swinging, bro. In 1988, 27. In 1989, damn near 30. In 1990, 32 points per game. Like, what are we talking about here, bro? There's a difference between MJ and LeBron James, bro. There's a big difference, bro. Michael Jordan is not finna be the reason why y'all lose a playoff series. He's not. He's not. He's gonna be the reason why y'all win a playoff series. He always do what he need to do when it comes to the playoffs. So I don't even want to hear any of those comments saying, "Oh, Jordan don't come through. Jordan wasn't playing no competition." What are we talking about? These are 3 straight losses in the playoffs. But Jordan went out swinging, though. And the difference between Jordan and LeBron is when Jordan make it to the finals, he come with his A game. His level of play rises when his team needs him the most. It's that simple. You've never seen a playoff series, especially the finals, where Jordan disappeared. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to be the star player on the team, LeBron. Why is you the 3rd leading scorer? 8 points in the finals? That is crazy. Come on.
In those 3 series, as collectively versus the Pistons, he averaged 30 points on 48% shooting.
Come on,
Even
man.
looking at 95, one of Jordan's bigger chokes, for the entire series, he was pretty damn good, averaging 31 points.
Biggest
on
chokes, averaging
48%
31 a
shooting.
game?
My overall point being, Jordan in his career individually never had as bad a series as LeBron James in 2011, 2010, 08, or even 07.
Right.
That's it. This is not football. Again, this is the game of basketball. And don't even get me started when it comes down to enhancing and improving your game every single season. You know why LeBron James is able to average 30 right now at the age of 38? You know why? Because do he still have the explosiveness to beat somebody off the first step like he did, 5 or maybe 10 years ago? No, but it's still there. But you know what he got? He got a consistent three-point shot. And he's a far better three-point shooter than Michael Jordan. The stat shows it.
What? LeBron James is a better three-point shooter than Michael Jordan? Chat, what the hell is going on, Unc? Is LeBron James a better shooter than Michael Jordan, bro? That don't even sound right coming out my mouth, bro. What the hell? Unc smoking some mid right now, bro.
So, stopping Perkins right there on multiple fronts, he once again shows he does not know basketball or watch the game.
Oh my God.
As LeBron this year is only shooting 31% from 3.
Oh my God.
And despite that, he is averaging 30 points at age 38. And why he's doing that? Because at age 38, he's still dominant in the paint, the post, and the fast break, can get buckets at his own pace.
Damn.
Now, when it comes to shooting and three-point shooting, LeBron and Jordan really are pretty close.
Yeah.
LeBron has a higher volume, but Jordan most of the time
he didn't
has
even
a higher
shoot threes.
percentage. As looking at the NBA playoffs, LeBron James, for his career, shoots 33.7%, compared to Jordan in the non-shortened years, shot 35.2%. Looking at the NBA Finals, LeBron James shot 35.2%, compared to Jordan, who shot 36.8%. It is pretty funny.
It's close,
Perkins,
but
when he cites actual stats
it don't even
and
sound
numbers,
right, bro.
he either gets them wrong entirely or misinterprets them into his own
We
weird
gotta do his
narrative.
research before you get on live television.
No question. There is no question. There is MJ, and then there's LeBron.
Yeah.
Period.
Hey,
now you're gonna Mount Rushmore basketball. Be happy with that.
I'm glad
I
he
agree.
was cooking Thunder Dan and Jeff Hornacek.
Either Michael,
So,
Kobe,
Perkins in
LeBron,
this
or
debate
Kobe,
has been cooked,
LeBron.
and his last resort is downplaying MJ, his era, and his competition.
Hold on.
Thunder Dan and Jeff Hornacek.
So, Perkins in this debate has been cooked, and his last resort is downplaying MJ, his era, and his competition. And I'm not going to go super in-depth, but looking at the teams MJ
That's they
played,
go-to.
they're far from bums. As Lakers 91 were a top 5 defense and offense, they had Magic, James Worthy, Vlade Divac, Byron Scott, and Jordan in that series averaged 30, 11, and 7 while guarding the greatest point guard in NBA history.
Michael Jordan.
Looking at the Blazers, they were
Locking
absolutely
up.
loaded.
Magic Johnson.
They had Clyde Drexler, who finished second MVP voting, Terry Porter, an All-Star, Buck Williams, an All-Defensive Player, Kevin Duckworth, a 2-time All-Star, and Cliff Robinson, a 2-time All-Defensive Player. And compared to the entire NBA, they were 4th in scoring and 3rd in defensive rating. Looking at the Sonics, they were an absolute force on both ends of the court, winning 64 games and being 2nd in defensive rating as well as scoring. They had GP, Sean Kemp, Detlef Schrempf, and 2 snipers, Hershey Hawkins, as well as Sam Perkins. And of course, in addition to those teams, MJ played the Suns, who won 60-plus games, and the Jazz, who were a perennial 60-win team. The overall argument that Jordan didn't play tough finals competition has been debunked numerous times by myself and others.
He played great
point of
comp.
this video is pretty simple. When it comes to someone like Kendrick Perkins, his arguments are paper thin, they're flimsy, and don't hold up under scrutiny. And like I showed you guys numerous times, he has tons of double standards comparing Jordan as well as LeBron James. So that right there is the end of the video, and Perkins once again is the buffoon of the NBA universe. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.
Kendrick Perkins, man, what's up, man? What's going on, KP? You be talking crazy on live television, man. You gotta do your research before you say some of the things that you be saying, man. Jordan is the best player of all time, bro. I don't give a damn what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? He has way more influence on the game of basketball than LeBron James. As you can see, he's a better three-point shooter than LeBron James. His field goal percentages in the playoffs and in their whole career are better than LeBron James. He played with less All-Stars and has more championships than LeBron James. And for all the people that's saying Michael Jordan didn't play no competition, man, you just don't know the game of basketball. Go back and do your research. Go on YouTube and watch some highlights and some videos of the players that came before you, bro. Michael Jordan played some stacked teams in the finals, and he never shied away from the moment. He always upped his level of play and came through for his team, man. That's why he's 6-0 in the finals, bro. It's like LeBron, he gets to the finals a lot. And it's like I don't know if he let his foot off the gas. I don't know if he loses his level of focus. I don't know if he's looking for help. When we talking about the greatest player of all time, man, you got to just will your team to wins, bro. And I keep saying this on the channel all the time. LeBron James, he just go ghost. He go missing. Literally, bro. When it matters the most. Multiple times in his career, he goes missing, bro. In the finals, bro. He do 8 points? Come on, LBJ. Come on, bro. You can't call yourself a GOAT, man, and you dropping 8 points in the finals, dog. Like, I don't know, man. My thing is, I'm not hating on LeBron. I do think he's on the Mount Rushmore list as far as like the greatest players of all time. I agree. His longevity is amazing. And, you know, him being the all-time leading scorer and stuff like that, man, all those other accolades and statistics that he's accomplished in his career. But when we talking about MJ, bro, MJ just a different level, bro. His peak was better, and he played in less games than LeBron did, bro. So it's just more impressive, bro. It's way more impressive than LeBron's resume. That's what I got to say. Y'all let me know in the comments down below, man, what y'all think about Kendrick Perkins. Comments. If y'all enjoyed that reaction, man, hit the like button, man. Comment down below any videos y'all want Young Groovy to react to next. And last but not least, sub up, man. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video.